I really don't understand how Rodri won the Ballon d'Or this year.
Vini Jr. was robbed of the Ballon d'Or.
He guided Madrid to the Champions League final.
It's the Ballon d'Or day and it's a big shock.
How many times can a player be overlooked before it's no longer a coincidence? Vinícius Jr., widely regarded for his brilliance on the field, was once again robbed, this time of a Ballon d'Or spot. Why does this keep happening to him, and what's behind the injustice? Let's start with what Vinícius has achieved so far. He's no average player, he's a sensation at Real Madrid and for the Brazilian national team. His journey began in Brazil, where he played for Flamengo, before catching the attention of Real Madrid scouts who saw his potential. It's not easy for young players to shine at a club like Real Madrid, where the pressure is sky high and the expectations are even higher. Yet Vinícius proved everyone wrong by improving year after year. Fans watched him transform from a promising talent to a player who is often the deciding factor in Real Madrid's biggest games. Vinícius' rise truly exploded in the 2021-22 season, especially in the Champions League. This tournament is considered the toughest club competition in the world, and Vinícius did not just participate, he dominated. He was crucial in Real Madrid's journey to the Champions League final that year, and his performances were nothing short of electrifying. In fact, he scored the winning goal in the final against Liverpool, a moment that most players only dream of. His stats for that season were remarkable: 22 goals and 20 assists in all competitions. For any player, those numbers would be impressive, but for a young player at one of the world's biggest clubs, they're astonishing. Fans believe that this performance alone made him a strong candidate for a high spot in the Ballon d'Or ranking, if not a potential winner in the near future. Now, you might wonder, how does he compare to other top players like Lionel Messi, Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe? It's a fair question, and looking at the numbers gives us a lot of insight. Take the 2022-23 season, Vinícius kept his pace with 23 goals and 21 assists. His stats weren't just good, they were elite, and they put him on the same level as other superstars. His goals and assists per game matched those of players like Mbappe and even Messi in some cases. But there's more to his game than just numbers. Vinícius is known for his speed, his dribbling and his creativity. Qualities that make him exciting to watch and a nightmare for defenders. His dribbling success rate is among the highest in the world, meaning he doesn't just rely on scoring, he's constantly creating opportunities and drawing defenders, opening up space for his teammates. Adding to the case for Vinícius Jr.'s Ballon d'Or consideration, the numbers from advanced metrics further reveal his impact. In the 2022-23 season, Vinícius averaged 0.78 goal contributions per 90 minutes, a statistic that rivals top strikers and highlights his consistent influence on Real Madrid's attacking play. His expected goals per 90 minutes was around 0.5, and his expected assists per 90 stood at 0.3, showing that he is not only finishing chances but also creating high-quality opportunities for his teammates. His successful dribble rate of over 60% places him among the best in Europe, a testament to his ability to break down defenses. In big games, he's especially clutch. His goal in the Champions League final, plus decisive performances in El Clasico against Barcelona, showcase his knack for delivering under pressure. For fans, these numbers reinforce why Vinícius Jr. deserves recognition at the highest levels. Yet here's where things get a bit complicated. In recent years, the Ballon d'Or, which has historically celebrated players with exceptional skill and flair, has seemed to lean more towards players with outstanding goal-scoring records or those with international achievements like the World Cup. For instance, Lionel Messi's Ballon d'Or win seemed to hinge significantly on his World Cup success with Argentina, and Erling Haaland's incredible goal tally for Manchester City kept him in the conversation as well. But what about Vinícius? His goal contributions are impressive, but he doesn't have the same international trophy on his resume. Although he performs brilliantly for Brazil, he hasn't yet had the chance to shine in a major international tournament that Brazil has won. This has left fans wondering if the Ballon d'Or's standards are fair, or if Vinícius is losing out simply because of circumstances beyond his control. But why does it seem harder for Brazilian players like Vinícius to gain recognition in the Ballon d'Or standings? Historically, Brazil has produced some of the most iconic football players ever: Pelé, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Kaká, and they've won Ballon d'Or titles that marked their skill and impact on the game. But in recent years, Brazilian players don't seem to get the same level of recognition. Is it a bias against Brazilian players? Some fans and analysts think so. There's an old stereotype that Brazilian players are all flair and flash, focusing more on style than substance. It's a misconception that's followed players like Vinícius, who are highly skilled dribblers and creators, but it overlooks their effectiveness and impact on the game. The Ballon d'Or has always been a bit of a mystery when it comes to judging criteria. Sometimes it feels like they value individual brilliance, and other times it's all about team achievements. One year you'll see a player like Luka Modric, who was known for his stability and playmaking, win the award, and in other years the winner is the top goalscorer. Fans are frustrated because the criteria seem to shift constantly, making it hard to know what a player needs to do to win. When Messi won the Ballon d'Or, it was partly due to his incredible World Cup performance, which makes sense. Winning the World Cup is a career-defining achievement. But does that mean players who don't win international tournaments are out of luck? If so, that could mean Vinícius, who hasn't had the same international stage as Messi, faces an uphill battle regardless of how well he performs for Real Madrid. One might wonder, what does Vinícius need to do to finally get the Ballon d'Or recognition he deserves? For starters, consistency is key. He needs to keep delivering strong performances season after season, scoring goals, creating assists, and proving his impact in big games. Real Madrid's success is also a major factor. If he can lead the team to more Champions League titles or help them win La Liga, his chances will increase. And on the international stage, a strong performance in future tournaments like the Copa America or even the World Cup could give him a much-needed boost. But beyond that, there's also the matter of public perception. In the world of football, how fans and the media view a player can heavily influence award decisions. The more people rally behind Vinícius, the harder it will be for award committees to overlook him. The frustration for fans of Vinícius isn't just about numbers or awards, it's about what he represents on the field. Vinícius plays with a passion, flair and joy that are reminders of what makes football such a beautiful game. His dribbling, his daring runs down the wing, his celebrations after scoring are moments that fans cherish. To them, he embodies the spirit of the sport, and watching him get sidelined in the Ballon d'Or rankings feels like a betrayal of what they love about football. They see him not only as a player who should be rewarded for his stats, but as a player who brings excitement, energy and charisma to every match. When you consider the Ballon d'Or's history, it's clear that players who bring more than just numbers, who bring a certain magic to the pitch, often resonate deeply with fans. Legends like Xavi and Iniesta were loved for their skill and influence, yet they never won the Ballon d'Or, despite being among the best in the world at their peak. Similarly, Vinícius brings something unique to the field, a quality that many fans argue should count just as much as goals and assists. The Ballon d'Or isn't only about stats, they argue. It's about celebrating the players who make fans feel the thrill of the game, and Vinícius does just that. In the end, this Vini Jr. robbed again sentiment isn't likely to die down anytime soon. Fans are rooting for Vinícius to keep pushing, to keep proving himself on the pitch, and to eventually break through the barriers keeping him from his rightful place among football's elite. Perhaps one day soon he'll stand on the stage with that golden ball in his hands, proving that football awards can recognise not only numbers and titles, but also the soul of the game itself. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our latest updates. Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and we'll see you guys next time.